guys, back out for a wild camp this time in Dartmoor. Would you believe it? It's been 27 degrees all week, glorious sunshine, and then the day I'm heading up to Dartmoor. It's a little bit overcast, quite windy. Heading up to Top Tour on Dartmoor. You can see it behind me, that's Pete in the background. I'm testing out his new tent tonight as well. The Robin's Boulder 2. You can see the tour just up behind us there. So not too bad a walk. And to be honest, a lot of the tours we camp on and use at Dartmoor, they're not massive walks. It's not very often, you know, like a lot of videos up in the lakes, you know, you guys do some big walks to get to your camping spots. And don't get me wrong, on Dartmoor you can set yourself, you know, a loop or a walk before your destination, but I'm 51 now and Pete's, I think Pete's 60, 61, thereabouts. I got that wrong, but yeah, a good 10 years on me. And yeah, nice 10-15 minute walk up to a tour. Bring a few comforts in the backpack as well, because we're not walking such a distance. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. And on this video, I've been told I've got to give a big shout out to probably one of my first subscribers, little Remy Mosley. And that's my granddaughter, Remy. She's my biggest fan. She watches all my videos. And she thinks her granddad's famous because I'm on the telly. But no, I said I'd give little Remy a big shout out on this wild camp from my granddad. Give you a view of the scenery again. The sun is breaking through in spots this evening, but as you can see from the clouds, could go either way. And then tomorrow morning I'm heading back down to a campsite where I've left the missus. We've done a couple of days camping on a campsite with the good weather we've had. So tomorrow I'll be heading back down there. Probably going to do a little review on a air tent we bought a couple of weeks back at Berghouse. 4.0 I think, air beam. And again, mentioning the granddaughter Remy, that's what that's all about really. Is on some of the bigger sites, if we want to see the kids and the grandkids, the bigger tent is ideal. As you know, we use the tent box a lot of the time, just me and the missus, especially over the winter. It's great, it's quick and easy. But we're finding as the grandkids are starting to grow up and interested in our camping and doing a bit of camping themselves, especially my son and his kids, and send love to them as well, is yeah, it's a different style of camping. And with a bigger tent, it's nice to have the grandkids around and to be able to enjoy a bit of time on the campsites with them. So I'll give you a show around that tent tomorrow. We'll get this evening out of the way first. That sort of hay tour in the background behind me, that sort of direction. Can't quite see it. I think that's Hound Tor and Maniton in the background. But I'll bring you back in a bit, guys. I'm huffing and puffing walking up this hill. When I get to the top, and chat some more later. Well, that's us. Been set up for a while now, guys. Windy night up here. Had a bit of rain. We did have to duck out of it for about half hour. But rain stopped at least now. But yeah, gusting, not too bad, but gusting winds about 20 mile an hour. So to what weather we have had the last week, it's typical. Well, I'll head back down towards the tents now. Give it a quick look. Been really impressed with this Robin's boulder, especially in the wind. Yes, it's not big winds, but you know, these things are wind tested. Robins do wind test their tents. Like I say, it's gusting about 20 mile an hour. And this thing ain't been budging. guide out really well. Two big vestibules. We set the brunt of the wind, I think, if there's coming in at that side as well. And you've got the extra guide point there on it. Yeah, really impressed with that. This is mine. This is the Terra Nova Pioneer 2. They say 2, but it's not. It's a good one. It's a good one, and that is copping the wind. It's slightly lighter materials than Pete's Robins. See, I've changed the guidelines on this to Prusik knots, which I really like. That's the Trekology seat. I'll show you what gear I've got. That is a fire maple cook pot, Cedar Summit cook set. We've not actually cooked tonight again because Pete has got a bit of a problem with McDonald's and we stopped at McDonald's again. So we didn't cook tonight. So it's just been boiling water for drinks. And I have cracked a spiced rum, dead man's finger open there, which I'm going to finish in a minute. But yeah, that's me marmot sleeping bag. Yeah, it's a Pioneer 2 size-wise vegetable. That is a big 90 litre. Don't need to bring a 90 litre, but it is comfortable putting the gear away. Zoom out a little bit. I don't know what the light's like in here, but yeah, Cedar Summit pillow. There's my down jacket there, down the sides. This is the hammock gear quilt, 20-degree quilt, which I use in my hammock a lot. And that's a Robins, I think, pad at the bottom. And again, Amok Winterlight pad. I don't have the vestibule this side, but as you can see, it's not massive space, but it is enough for your electricals, bits of food. Got some crap there for later. I say there's no way this is a two-man tent, but ventilation is good, and it's not a bad size vestibule. There was a lot at the start when the Pioneer first come out where people had been snapping poles. Terra Nova actually have changed the poles on these Pioneers now to a heavier pole, similar diameter, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's a heavier, stronger pole. I've actually got both sets. I've got the lighter version as well, the original sets, which I do use, and I do find them fine. But they are tight, getting them into the eyelets. And I think, not saying everybody, but I can see quite easily how with those original poles, the lighter ones, you could break them setting up the tent because it was super tight getting them into the eyelets. These newer ones they replaced are a lot better, but I've got to admit I have took my poles into work, and just off the very tips of the poles with a soft grinding brush I have took a couple of millimeters off each pole just to make the setup not as hard, because they are tight getting them in the eyelets. Not as bad as the originals, like I say, the lighter versions, which a lot of people had problems with. These are a lot better. And now, and this was my first setup tonight actually, with me taking a couple of mil off the tips, the alley chrome tips, you know, not damage the pole at all. There's a knobble on the end of the tips what I've just shaved a couple of mil off, and it made a massive difference tonight, not having to force and stretch where you feel like something could go. So yeah, really pleased with that little tweak on this tent. But yeah, apart from that tweak and changing the guidelines out, this tent has been solid and I do love it. And I do love that Robins over there. Yeah, so that was just a look at the tent, guys. And I'm going to settle in now and have my beer or spice rum. I shall maybe bring you back a bit later when I'm in the tent, settling down, see how the evening goes. But as you can see, still great views up here. Not going to see any sunset tonight. Just having a brew before bed, guys. Let's get the dog out now. Pete's doing the same, getting the brew on. Been a nice night. Get settled down in the Pioneer. Great tent. This little baby girl gone to boil cold roof by a storm. Now it's pretty much done. The fire maple pot. Rapid. Cup of coffee time.
It's all in our hands, this life of time that's given to us all. It gathers round each night, each morn. We watch it pass and grow. It is all in our hands, it is all in our hands.
didn't do a huge amount of filming last night outside because the weather wasn't brilliant. So we battened down the hatches pretty early. But it's quite nice as well, using the gear in the tent and being a little bit tent bound. I quite enjoyed it. But just having a coffee now. Been another good night. I should start a slow pack up in a bit. So I'm heading down to the campsite today where the missus is. She's camping until tomorrow. I shall bring you back a bit later, maybe in a separate video actually, where I'll show you my setup on the campsite in the berghouse. I did say last night I've been really impressed with it. But yeah, still waking up guys, so I should maybe get a few shots when I'm up out the tent in a bit. But yeah, not bad night's sleep. I did toss and turn a little bit. I'm a little bit on a slow pitch here tonight, but all in all, not a bad night. Microphone on, I don't know what it's like. Sound quality will come out right. That's Willicombe Village in the background. I don't know if you can see it behind me, probably not. I'll have to zoom in. Another good walk camp, hope you've enjoyed it. Enjoyed the scenery. Excuse me, the wind's taking my breath away. Pete's just got up, having himself a coffee. Coffee made myself now. I'll probably do a time lapse of packing up. Back at the car now. Stunning morning. Lovely night again as always. While camping. There's a tent box on the car. But yeah, great camp. And we'll see you on the next one.